Hi boys and girls, it's Mr. Yates, and in this video we're going to be going over the Tuesday word problem of the day for Tuesday, April 28th. And we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to talk really loud because I got the 3D printer going on in the background, so I want to make sure everyone can hear. I'll start with my answer sentence, or first I'll read it out all the way through. A package of grapes costs $12.24. Each pound of grapes in the package costs $2.88. How many pounds of grapes are in the package? So the first thing I want to do is look at my answer sentence. Here, how many pounds of grapes are in the package? So I'll say there are blank pounds of grapes in the package. Make sure you have pounds, grapes, package are the most important words in that answer sentence. Let's go ahead and look. I think what I'll do is I'll do a model here. And what I think I'm going to do is, since they talk about money here a lot, I'm going to talk about grapes. I could say grapes cost. And that's all in dollars. And I'm going to call it package of grapes costs. So that's what we're talking about here, is the money that package of grapes costs. So I'm going to make one and unit bar here to show that. And I'll use that to show the money that it costs for the package of grapes. I'm going to read my first sentence. A package of grapes costs $12.24. That's all the money in the grapes, not some of it. So, oh, that's way too big. So I'm going to go ahead and make another one here. So I'm going to take that $12.24. I'm going to put it right at the end of my unit bar. $12.24, right there at the very end. I'll put a dollar sign to remind myself we're talking about money. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch the color, and then I'm going to cross this out. I'm done with it. The next sentence says each pound of grapes in the package costs $2.88. That means that what I'll be doing is I'll be dividing the cost of the grapes into pounds. I know there's going to be at least 1 pound because $2.88 is a lot smaller than $12.24, so I know at least 1 pound of grapes in there. I also know that 1 pound of grapes is $2.88. I'm going to take that $2.88 and put it right here inside pound number 1. So let me do that right now. Oops, I crossed out my unit bar from here, or crossed out my first sentence. So I'll put $2, and I might do it sideways just to make it a little bit easier to see. $2.88, and that's going to be for the first pound, or P1, or pound 1, PD1. I'll abbreviate it, it's fine. As long as you know it's the first pound. I also know there's going to be a last pound. I don't know what that number is, but I know it's going to be the last pound. And that last pound is still going to cost $2.88. So I'll put that inside. I might zoom up a little bit so you can see this better. And I'll point to it so you know what it is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those and I'm going to put 3 dots between the first pound and the last pound. Because I know there's more than just the first and last pound. I just don't know yet. So I'm just going to draw those 3 dots to show that there's something there. I just don't know what to put yet. Now I cross out that second sentence because I'm done with it. And I still have my final sentence where it asks how many pounds of grapes are in each package. What I'll do is I'll look at that question mark. And I think what I'll do is I want to see here, the question mark is really the total number of pounds here. Between pound 1 and the last pound, how many total pounds are there? So we want total pounds. So I'm done with my sentences. What I want to do next is go ahead and, no, I don't want to draw circles there. I want to go ahead now and write my expression. I'm going to be taking my $12.24 that's right here. I'm I'm going to divide it into $2.88, so I'll find the total number of pounds. I'm going to write out my expression like this. $12.24 divided by $2.88 equals question mark, which is the total number of pounds that I have. I'm going to go over here, and now that I've got my expression, I'm going to go ahead and just go sideways in my solving area and solve it. I'm going to write in again $12.24 inside my dividing box, $12.24. I'll put my decimal dot right there. Then I'm going to put $2.88 as my divisor. Now that I have this written out, I have to do one step. I have to move my decimal here over 2 spaces because we have to divide using a whole number. Whatever I do over here when I move a decimal, I have to do inside of my dividends. So since I move this over 2 spaces to the right, I'm going to move this over 2 spaces to the right as well. I think earlier I said to the left, but that was a mistake. I meant to say to the right. I'm going to move my decimal up right here. And then I'll go ahead and take a look. So what I'm going to do is look, I have 288 now. I can't really divide with 1. I can't really work with 12, but I can't even really do 122. I have to go all the way out to 1,224. So I'm going to put X's on top of everything. I'm going to take my 288, and the first thing I'll do is let me see, maybe I'm going to say, I'll try 5. That's what's going to say spaces, start. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 5 is 40 again, plus 4 is 44. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 14 is 1,440. That's a little bit, I'll double check my math. That's too big. So I'm going to go down one more. 288 times 4. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 4 is 32. Again, I'll carry that 3 from 32. It becomes 35. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 3. 1,152. Okay, that'll work. It's smaller than 1,224. So subtract 1,152 from 1,224. 4 times 2 is 2. I can't subtract here, so I'm going to borrow from 1. This becomes 12 minus 5 is 7. So that's 72 is less than 280. Okay, no problem. What I'll do now is I will take and multiply right here 4. Or I'm sorry, I should have put a 4 here. So 280 times 4 is 1,152. I have 72, I have a decimal, so it's time to make another 0 and drop it down and get 720. Well, I think 720 is probably going to be, I don't know. Let's try 288 times 3. 24. 8 times 3 is 24. I'm going to clear out this red line. 8 times 3 is 24. Plus 2 is 26. 2 times 3 is 6. Plus 2, 864. Too big. Let's do 288 times 2. So I'm just going to add these up. 288 plus 288, 16, 17, 5. 576. So now I'll take 576 right here. I'm going to take 288 times 2. 10 minus 6 is 4. 11 minus 4 is 4. And 6 minus 5 is 1. 144 is less than 288. Oh, I'm still going to annex another 0. Drop it down. And now I have 1,440. And hey, I remember that from when I multiplied 288 times 5. Sweet, I don't have to multiply again. 288 times 5 is 1,440. Subtract that, I end up with 0. No squishing, just enough space. So now I have 4 and 25 hundredths pounds, which basically means that there are 4 and 25 hundredths pounds. If you really went to the next level, you could have said 4 1/4 pounds. Either one is going to be okay. And that's the answer to the word problem of the day for Tuesday, April 28th. Thanks for watching and checking your work, boys and girls. Bye-bye.